Hey guys, my name is Marti, and I've been in real estate for over 14 years. I want to talk a little bit today about people that are wanting to get into the industry. What does it look like, and what do you need to know if you're considering real estate as a career, especially in this type of market? So is it a good time to get in? Well, it depends. So it's always a good time to get into real estate because truly, if you put the work in and you put the hours in and you invest in yourself, eventually you'll get that stride in that book of business where it's going to pay off. It is harder, so that is one thing to consider. It really comes down to your personal financial situation going in. The people that do the best at real estate typically are people that have built up reserves and are able to truly commit to this career for at least 12 months before making substantial and consistent income. Keyword consistent. Everybody gets in and they have a couple sales they're able to put together with their sphere, their friends, family, coworkers. I see it all the time. They get 3 to 5 sales from the people they know, and then that's when things get hard. They rely on that money, they've been working, they've been spending money, they get those closings, and that money's already pretty much spent repaying themselves, or if they were even in debt. And then now it's that kind of back half, that next 6 months, 6 to 12, where a lot of people fail and fall out of the industry because they don't have the means and the savings to build up and stay in the industry. So that's why I think it's extremely important. We see a lot of success with spouses where somebody else is working a steady 9 to 5 or has built a good income career, or people that have a lot of savings. You came from something else and you jumped into real estate full time. But truly, it's really difficult to make it without that savings, or if you're doing this part time. When you got to think about it, in a tough market, sellers are very concerned about selling their home and not getting top dollar. Buyers are concerned about buying, and they start looking for people that have a lot of experience typically because, again, they want to make sure that they're represented well in this tough season. So because of that, it's harder to get clients as a newer agent just getting into the industry, which means typically fewer clients to work with, fewer leads, fewer opportunities to get paid. And that's why savings is so important in a tough market like this. The other thing I would say as well is teams. I recommend to everybody, join a team. It is so important to join a team, in my opinion, especially one of these great brokerages that's out there. There's so much training at the big brands, the EXP, KWs, the Reals, the LPTs, these big brands that offer all these training and leads. I think that is very, very helpful in this kind of season where, again, you might not have all the advertising dollars to get started. And yes, you're paying high splits, and if you're on a team, it's 50% splits on average or more where you're giving that to your team lead. But again, if they're bearing the weight of the support staff, the lead generation, they built the name, they built the brand, and then you guys are integrated in one of these cool real estate companies, I would recommend that 11 times over 10 versus trying to make a name for yourself right now with your hard-earned money in a very, very tough market. So that's what I think about getting into the industry right now. It's definitely doable, but make sure that you have the financial means to do it, the time commitment, the consistency, and you have to go all in. If you're not prepared to go all in, it's gonna be very difficult to truly stand out outside of, again, a case every now and then where it just hits right and everything goes right for you. But on average, it takes hard work, takes consistency and dedication and the right support around you to make it in real estate.